The Destiny 2 PC beta has finally ended, and I wanted to give my review of it. I'm going to split this video into a couple key points that I feel are important to talk about, so let's begin. Now, PC performance and features is arguably the most important thing when it comes down to making an enjoyable PC gaming experience, and in this aspect, Destiny 2 does not disappoint. Now, when I heard Destiny 2 was being made for PC, I was expecting a horrible console port, but surprisingly, it comes with all the features you'd expect from a PC game, being able to change graphical settings, FOV, and resolution. The optimization is also really good as well. With my rig, which has a GTX 1070 and i7 4790, I was easily able to crank the settings to the max at 1080p and never drop below 60 frames per second. This kind of performance in a beta version of the game makes me very happy to see. Destiny 1 was full of content. Even with 1,000 hours in the game, I found myself still playing it, trying to get loot that I haven't obtained yet. Unfortunately, with the Destiny 2 beta, the content is extremely limited, with it only including one story mission, one strike, and 2 Crucible game modes with 2 maps to play on. Now, this is understandable because Bungie wants us to want more of the game, so we buy it. But with the claims they made and them already confirming 2 expansion packs, it's safe to say that when the game launches, that it will be filled with content. The gameplay in Destiny 2 is very similar to that of Destiny 1. In PvE, the game is chaotic, smooth, and very fun, but in PvP is where we begin to run into some problems. Now remember, I play on PC, so some of the points I make may not transfer over to the console version. First, let's talk about the new Mercy system. What this system is intended to do is if a team is way ahead of the other team, the game is supposed to automatically end, giving the winning team the victory. Now, I've played a decent amount of PvP, and I could not find one example of this working, even when my team is completely smashing the enemy team. This should be an easy fix, so I'm sure it will be worked on before the game releases. Next, I want to talk about supers and abilities. At the current state, supers and abilities in my opinion seem very fair. In a typical match, if you do really well, you should expect to get 2 supers, with the second super coming in at the end of the round. As for the abilities, grenades and class-specific abilities seem to recharge at a fairly good rate, so it doesn't feel like you never have them, but at the same time, people aren't spamming them constantly. In terms of gun balance, everything seems fairly balanced, except for the hand cannons. Hand cannons in PvP are much more effective than any other gun, being able to 3-shot enemies, coupled with the ease of aiming on PC, and it seems in its current state that hand cannons are simply overpowered. Hopefully Bungie looks into it and balances hand cannons a bit more. Lastly, there may be a problem with hitboxes, where your reticle will not be on target, and you shoot and the game still counts it as a hit. It may just be a netcode error, but we will just have to wait and see. Now, I'm not going to take too long talking about this because people may not care about graphics, but graphics in Destiny 2 are great. The shadows are accurate, foliage is dense, and textures are wonderful. I was very happy with the art direction in Destiny 1, and I'm happy that Bungie are continuing that path with Destiny 2. Sound design in games is very important to me. Sets the mood for certain scenes and keeps you immersed in the world. And in this area, Destiny 2 has nailed it. Soothing ambient music plays while exploring areas, loud orchestra music comes in while engaging in combat, and all the gun sounds and player noises sound realistic and believable.
Control. The zones are yours if you fight for them, Guardian.
The sound design fits Destiny 2 perfectly, and I'm glad they put hard work into crafting it. In conclusion, I'm very excited for the release of Destiny 2. This game is very much worth looking into if you think it seems interesting. That's all for the video. Be sure to let me know in the comments if you're excited for the game and what you thought of the beta. Also, feedback and anything else is greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys later. Peace.